piece of my career on public radio and TV covering Wall Street and its effects on Main Street. Well, this is my Main Street, in the state of Maine, as it happens, where I grew up. My friends and neighbors have been under pressure to fix things for a while. See that? Made Hathaway dress shirts for businessmen, closed in 2002. That's Scott Paper Kimberly-Clark, closed in 1998. I don't remember them putting words like globalization or deindustrialization or mortgage-backed securities on the blackboard inside my high school down the road. There are towns like Waterville, Maine, all across America, and it looks like it's up to us to come up with what to do next for our economy. So here's the plan. Road trip, which for me means good people, good food, fun. I set out from my hometown and go cross-country to meet people trying to revitalize their communities and bring back jobs. I'm looking for ways that you, me, my kids, your kids can have better lives and happier lives without, by the way, spoiling the planet. Let's see if Main Street can give Wall Street a run for its money. Can I actually see economic innovation in action on Main Street? Just down the road, Portland, Maine is home to an odd kind of bank, but not one with money. It's a time bank, known as Our Exchange Portland, Our as in H-O-U-R. It's a place where neighbors can swap skills and swap time.
It's all right. I worked in the kitchen before. All right. It was great meeting all of you.
Thanks.
I start by making a deposit, some basic skills as a handyman.
Do some basic weatherization down here. You can see all these cobwebs. Yeah. Cobwebs are a great way to see that there is some major airflow going on down here, because that's how the food comes in.
So if this was well sealed and well insulated, the spiders wouldn't waste their time.
Exactly.
So we're on this quest to fix the economy of the future. Not just dig ourselves out of the hole, but maybe do better. Make the economy serve more people. You think there are ways we could do better on the economy?
Yeah, certainly. I think one of the problems, or I guess kind of taking a step back, one of the problems would be putting people to work. I think that's a big problem with the economy and what's going on. With alternative currency, with time banking, what that is that is putting people out, coming out here to do this type of work, help a neighbor, meet. It's a whole networking of it, but it's not using cash.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
Yeah.
Portland Our Exchange was started by a real Maine doctor, Richard Rockefeller. He's from that Rockefeller family, noted for its success in the traditional dollar economy, and yet he believed that fixing his community in Portland would take more than dollars.
In time banking, a member provides a service to another member. And it's a lot like volunteering, but in return, they earn one time dollar, which is not a piece of paper. People write it down, but eventually they enter it into a computer program. And the time dollar they earn, they can then spend on the service of another member who's in the whole time banking system.
And a time dollar is an hour?
A time dollar is an hour. So an hour earns you a time dollar no matter what the service. So that right away is a radical departure from the formal economy where different services are worth different things depending on scarcity and supply and demand. In this case, in a community, everybody's time is equal. So economists, for that reason, often find this completely foolhardy and incomprehensible, and fortunately so does the IRS, because that is considered a non-commercial transaction and therefore non-taxable.
Jennifer London is on the receiving end of this time trade, getting her seller weatherized.
Well, this is what I love about the Hour Exchange. First of all, you get to do things that you really love to do. And in my case, what I'm doing now a lot more is I'm a therapist, and it's a way that I'm able to offer therapy to people whose insurance has run out or who are uninsured.
You bump into a lot of those people?
Well, it seems like it happens more often than I would like. I have an option that they can join the time banks and earn time credits and pay me with that. And for me, that works out great because my doctor takes time credit from me.
Sweet.
Sweet.
That's incredible.
And he's an exceptionally good doctor. He's the doctor I'd want to see if I had money to pay, or if he took my insurance. He's the doctor that I'd see.
Are you connecting with other people? Are you meeting other people through this?
This is like the new kind of community. So in this country, we've lost a lot of the sense of community, and people are so focused on just surviving economically or doing better than their neighbors economically. We're so focused on stuff that we completely lost our sense of community. And Hour Exchange is a way that I have a built-in community. There are about 600 members that I can go to and ask for help.
All right, economic indicators for Portland, Maine. We could use unemployment, we could use bankruptcies. How about the number of hours swapped in these friendly favors that are being recorded at the Portland Hour Exchange? The number for last year is 8,264 of these hours. That works out to be 22 of these hours, these swapped favors, every day. So our mission here is to fix the future.
Well, you know, David, it starts with a very basic question. Do people exist to serve the economy, or should the economy exist to serve people? Now, it turns out that we've created a whole society with culture and institutions around the idea that people exist to serve the economy. And millions of people are waking up to the reality that that's a misplaced priority.
Time isn't the only alternative currency traded in America. Down in Baltimore, I want to get a look at some funky money that circulates alongside the US dollar. It's actually pretty nice. Here is a Baltimore B note. Stores, restaurants, and other businesses in the area sign up. They agree to take B notes in payment and can use the notes to buy supplies.
So local currency is a way of encouraging people to think about who they're supporting when they spend their money. Do they want to support a big national chain that's going to take it out of their community, or do they want to support the small independent businesses that are right down the street?
Jeff Dicken helped kickstart the Baltimore Green Currency Association.
We had some conversations going into last year, and we decided that a local currency was probably the most effective way that we could provide a mechanism for people to make things better. We've been in circulation now for about 3 months, and there are already over 11,000 B notes in circulation.
Can I get for you?
I'd like to get some B notes.
Absolutely. Sure, I'll be right back.
You can convert dollars at any of the Cambios, businesses that have agreed to act as money exchanges. 11 B notes for 10 US dollars. Notice an exchange rate that favors the B note. The dollars that back the B notes are held in a traditional bank account. I thought it would be cool to put a mark on a B note to help us track how this stuff rolls.
When you spend your money at a chain store, only 15% of it circulates within the local economies. It doesn't stay in the community, it never comes back. And when you spend even $1 at a local independent merchant, 3 times as much money stays circulating within the local economy, 45%. And with local currency, that's even higher.
The B-Notes journey starts with a purchase at the local bookstore.
Okay, so you can use for half the purchase in B-Notes. So we can round it up to 10 B-Notes.
9, 10.
All right, great. Thank you, Julie. Okay, we'll see you later. So I think that by an established business in Baltimore accepting the B-Note, it really helps the community say, oh yeah, this is real, this is good, this is something that I can definitely use.
It's a simple proposition. B-Notes give an advantage to local businesses, which can do more hiring the more successful they are. Small businesses account for more than half of private sector employment in the U.S. But I live in a country that needs to create a lot of new jobs. Where are the jobs we need going to come from? Corporate profits have been running strong, but many big companies are not using money to do much hiring. Call it a jobless recovery. So while bonuses are back for Wall Street titans, many regular people are pounding the pavement looking for work. Just about everyone knows someone who's out of a job. But there's a fascinating movement underway in communities across America. Local, green, and sustainable is the stuff of farmers markets. People increasingly want to see sustainable ways of doing business in their communities too. And businesses that try to do right by their communities and the earth can already be found on a main street near you. They're not just creating local jobs, they're also plugging into energy sources that pollute less. Local banks are reinvesting deposits and profits in local businesses. It's healthy for the banks, but it also helps keep money circulating in the community. And ever larger cooperative firms are being tested where people can earn decent wages and build long-term equity in their firms as part owners of the business. And these wages can be pumped back into the community, which in turn create